Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a MAC haul. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a very long time. I also feel like I don't see very many MAC hauls on YouTube anymore, and I really love MAC. As you guys know from a couple of my previous videos, MAC is one of those brands that I grew up with. That's what really started fueling my passion for makeup and artistry. I do have a student discount with MAC. I just haven't had time to apply for the pro discount yet, so I did do some damage. I also got some things at Generation Beauty that I want to show you. I was also super lucky enough to get selected from Octoly to try out a couple more things from MAC. A lot of things that I was sent from MAC I would already have repurchased myself because they're things that I use on a daily basis already. So I just want to get into this haul. I have a huge bag of stuff. Like, it's gonna be a long haul. It's just been accumulating and accumulating. A lot of these purchases were influenced by a couple of the makeup artists that I follow on Instagram. They do work for MAC and their artistry is amazing and their looks are gorgeous. So I will leave a couple of my favorites down below if you guys want to go check them out. So a lot of the products that were on my list and that I do have in this haul were definitely influenced by them. So if you do want to see what is in my most recent MAC haul, then just keep on watching. So I want to start out with the things that I bought myself, then I'll finish off the video with all the products that Octoly sent me. So the first product that I have, this is kind of what started my whole MAC haul. This was part of a collection. I don't remember what it was called, but these are the eyeshadow and highlighting powder palettes. So I have the one called Prissy Princess. I do like the fact that it is nice and slim, and I do love the colors in this. Now there was a couple different kind of color selections they had. They had some warm ones. They also had some kind of editorial ones, as well as this one. I just really liked this one, and I typically wouldn't kind of reach for this, but I just really needed some cool tones in my life, and I was just really drawn to this palette. So this is what the inside of it looks like. You have all of these colors as eyeshadows. You also have this one as a highlighting powder. You can definitely use this as an eyeshadow as well. There's like no rules in makeup in my opinion. So do whatever you please with what you have in front of you, but I just loved the colors of this. Again, I do not have a lot of kind of cool tone eyeshadows, and this one just really caught my eye. Look at how gorgeous that is. I just think this is gonna be so pretty over any eyeshadow base. It's just like super glittery and reflective. There's also a lot of great mattes in here. You have some like smoky colors, which I think are gonna be perfect for fall and winter. To be honest, MAC shadows are hit and miss for me, but these ones swatched so beautifully in the store, so I cannot wait to play with this on my eyes. Speaking of eyeshadows, I also picked up a Pro Longwear paint pot. This is like my absolute favorite eye primer, and I was running out of mine, so I was using something else. I'm just not as in love with it as this one, so I just had to pick up another one. I heard somewhere that this color, as well as soft ochre and laying low or groundwork, I don't know which one of the two, are going to be the only permanent shades. They're going to discontinue all the other ones, which makes me really sad because I really like the other shimmery colors they have. You can use these as an eyeshadow on its own. You can use these as an eye base, which is what I'm obsessed with using them for. They just make my eyeshadow pop as well as stay all day long. This was just a repurchase from me. I have to have this in my collection. It's just one of those things that I use on a daily basis. If you guys watched my August favorites, you would have already heard me talk about these, but I just had to pick up a couple more. I actually got these at Generation Beauty because they had them there and there was a discount, so I just had to get them. These are the MAC Reflex Glitter. I want to collect all of these because these are one of my favorite glitters ever. It's just so beautiful on the eyes, and they are the most finely milled glitters that I have in my collection. So I picked up two more to add to my collection. The first one I have is Reflex Transparent Pink, which I don't know if you guys can see the reflect in it. I will swatch it so you can see it better, but that's what this one looks like. You literally are going to have enough reflex for life. These things are huge. They are pricey, but again, you are getting so much product. The other one I have is called Reflex Transparent Teal. This one is so pretty. I've seen this used on a couple people, and I just think it is gorgeous. Here are the two colors I got swatched out so you can see them better. You have Reflex Transparent Pink on the top, and then the Transparent Teal on the bottom. Can you just see that? So it goes on like a white glitter as you saw in the tube, but then when you move it in the light, it has the reflect of whatever color you get. So I'm just obsessed. The two most popular colors are definitely going to be gold and pearl, which are just so beautiful. I definitely recommend those for any bridal kit, or really anyone who just wants a beautiful kind of glitter topper. These are so freaking stunning. I also picked up an eyeshadow brush while I was there. I've had this on my list for years. I don't know what's taken me so long to get it. It was about time that I got the 224 brush. This is like a perfect crease brush in my opinion. This is what it looks like. Again, I don't know what's taking me so long. This is like a cult favorite in the makeup community. MAC brushes are expensive, but I've had a majority of my MAC brushes since I started with my makeup journey, and they've lasted me years when you take good care of them. I just feel like it's gonna fit perfectly in my crease to really buff out any kind of crease color or transition color. I'm really excited to have this in my collection. I also picked up a concealer, but I got this to use for my eyeshadow. This is the Select Cover Up Concealer. They have this in the pot form as well as a squeezy tube, and I wanted to get the squeezy tube version because I do a lot of like half cut creases, and I've heard that this is an amazing base for cut creases because it just kind of glides on the eyes. I typically use use whatever concealer I'm going to use for that day. I've just heard that this makes such a good base for eyeshadows, and again, it just kind of cuts your crease so effortlessly. I got this in the color NW15, which I believe is the lightest color, and it has a little bit more of a pink kind of neutral undertone, which I just think is going to be perfect for my eyes. It's going to be light enough where it's really going to make a lot of colors pop on my lid. There's a lot of different uses you can use for this. I also wanted to pick up this. I've had this on my list for a very long time. A lot of it has come from makeup school as well, because the makeup artist that I was training with for a couple weeks, she worked for MAC for a very long time, and this was one of the things that she recommended, and I wanted to get this for myself first to see if I wanted to put it in my bridal kit. This is the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base. So this is what it looks like. It comes in yellow as well as pink. I just got radiant yellow. I just feel like it's going to be a lot more versatile for a bunch of different skin tones. You're really not going to be able to see the color very much because it kind of goes on clear. It just kind of gives you a nice natural hint of color. So that's what it looks like. But then when you blend it out, you can kind of see it disappear. This is going to be just a nice radiant hydrating primer to the skin. I think this is going to work for a lot of different skin types as well. Even though I'm oily, I think I'm really going to love this just to really brighten my skin and give it a boost of hydration in the mornings. You can use this on its own as well, just to kind of give your skin that healthy glow, which I really like also. So this was a necessity for me, and I cannot wait to start using this. So I went a little blush crazy. I got 4 new blushes. I just love MAC's blushes. 2 of them are regular powder blushes, and I also wanted to try out some of their new Extra Dimension blushes. So the 2 powders I got, I just want to show these first because I feel like these are cult favorites as well. So the first one I got is called Style. This is a frost finish. Look at how gorgeous it is. It's like a peachy kind of tangerine color. It is so beautiful. I just feel like it's going to be a nice kind of sheen to the skin as well, because it does have that frost finish, but it's like such a nice peachy color, or it's really just going to kind of brighten up the cheeks. This is definitely one of those blushes for like spring, summer, but I'm going to rock this all year round. I think it's absolutely stunning. And then the other color I got is called Pinch Me. This is a sheer tone formula. I've had this on my list again for so long. This is such a pretty color too. Because it's a sheer tone blush, it's just going to look super, super nice on the skin. That's the color. I just feel like it's a really nice mauve-y color for fall and winter, which I'm definitely going to use this for. Now these are the 2 that I'm most excited about. Again, I got 2 of the Extra Dimension blushes. I got the colors Just a Pinch as well as Fairly Precious, which this is the lightest one. I think if you are more of a deeper skin tone, you are going to love this as a highlighter. I really got this as more of a blush topper because I don't feel like I can pull this off on its own. It does have more of a pinky tone champagne finish to it. I just feel like this on top of a bunch of different blush colors is going to be beautiful. I really wanted to try out the blush formula as well because I really love that kind of radiant glowy looking blush. If you have a matte blush, you have this one, you're going to be able to create 3 different looks. The other color I got is called Just a Pinch. This is another one of those like tangerine-y peachy colors. I'm just really attracted to these right now. I also want to get the color Hush Tone, which is a little bit deeper. It's going to be perfect for fall. It totally reminds me of peaches, just with that Extra Dimension finish. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think these are going to be so pretty on the cheeks. Again, if you love a glowy blush and you want something that's really going to bring a lot of radiance and kind of healthiness to your cheeks, I would definitely try one of these. So the last thing that I purchased myself, and I'm going to go on to the things that I got from Octoly. This is a lip pencil. I've been wanting this for a long time too, but my store is always sold out of it until I went today, luckily, and I was able to get my hands on it. This is in the color Hover. This is just one of their regular lip pencils. This is a really interesting color too because it's a really nice kind of like Marsala cork neutral brown tone. I don't even know if that makes sense, but this is the color. I just think it's so pretty. It's going to go so well with a bunch of different nude lipsticks. I've been really into kind of overlining my lips with something darker and then applying more of a lighter color in between just to kind of make my lips look more full and pouty looking. So I think this is going to be perfect. Now I'm going to move on to the things that I got from Octoly. I'm so blessed to be able to share all of these with you. Again, I'm such a big fan of MAC, so I was so excited when I got accepted for all these products. The first couple things I'm going to show you I've tried before and I'm obsessed with. I already know I would have repurchased these myself because I use them on a daily basis. So the first one, as you guys have probably heard me talk about before, is Fix Plus. This is part of their Prep and Prime line. I'm obsessed with this. I rave about this to everyone. I use this on an everyday basis. This is just such a staple to have in your makeup collection. I love using this to kind of amp up any of my foiled or metallic eyeshadows. I also sprayed this like 5 bajillion times in between my makeup routine when I really want to just like set my powders in place and really not make it look so cakey looking. It is not a setting spray. This is really just going to soothe, hydrate your skin as well as finish off your makeup. So again, I love this. I rave about it all the time. I go through these like crazy now because I use it every day. I'm obsessed. The next thing they sent me is the strobe cream. This is such a cult classic and I love this so much. They used to only have one color and now they have a bunch of different colors, which is amazing. So this is in the color Peach Light. I have have this one already and I'm gonna keep it because I'm already halfway done with my other one. I'm actually wearing it underneath my makeup today. I just love the way it illuminates my skin and it gives my skin such a healthy peach glow. I feel like this color is gonna be the most universally flattering on a bunch of different skin tones. They have a red one which is great for deeper skin tones, as well as the original pink one which is great for fair skin tones. They also have gold and I think they have a blue one, but peach is my favorite. Next we have the Studio Fix powder. This was one of the first products that I ever bought from MAC and I'm obsessed with it. You guys know how much I love a full coverage face. This is a full coverage powder. You can use this on its own as a powder foundation, or like me if you want to use it to set your makeup. So I got this in the color C3. I have C2 right now. It's a little bit light for me, so I wanted to go up in a shade and get C3, the most full coverage powder you can put on your face. I always have this in my collection. It's just one of my favorite powders of all time. Speaking of studio powder, they also have the Studio Fix Fluid, which has been a holy grail of a lot of people for a very long time also. This was one of the first foundations that I started with. I believe they released a bunch of new shades recently, which is amazing. They have so many different colors now. I went with the color NW18. I think this is still going to be a little bit dark, so I might have to mix it with something else, but the coverage of this is insane. Going along with the powder, if you want a full coverage face, these two together might be a little bit too much coverage, even if you are used to coverage like me. It really just takes away all your imperfections. It evens out your skin tone, which I love, and it is full coverage. Moving on to the last couple products that they sent me that I have not tried out yet. The first one I have is the Kohl Power Eye Pencil. I have it in the color Feline, which is just a black. This is one of those eye kohls that's just gonna make your eyes look super dark and smoky and sultry looking. This is also amazing because it's so creamy and you can smudge this like no other. So if you really like a smoky lash line or like a smoky winged liner, this is gonna be perfect for you. You can use this on the inner rim of your eye as well as your waterline. I'm definitely gonna get a ton of use out of this for creating that like smoky winged out effect, which is what I did today. I just love the way it looks on my eyes when I don't want to do a winged liner, but it's just so much easier to use with a pencil. So this is definitely going to be put to good use. Again, this is in the color Feline, which is their black. Going along with the eye pencil, I also have the eyeshadow. This is one of their ×9 palettes. I have this in the color Semi Sweet, which is the perfect palette for fall. I mean, look at just how cute it is. I was going to be honest, I was expecting this to be a little bit bigger and the shadows to be bigger, but I just think it's perfect because this is going to be so easy to travel with. You have some beautiful cool tones up here with a black. You also have this gorgeous like mustardy color as well as this really pretty like cranberry color, and then some neutral tones right here. I just know I'm going to get so much use out of this. I just love the colors. Let me show you a couple swatches of these. I mean, look at these. They're going to be perfect for fall. I just love this mustard color right here. I think it's going to be so pretty. So there are some of the swatches. Last but not least, they also sent me some brushes to go along with a couple of those face products. So the first one I have is the 190 brush. This is their like flat foundation brush, which I actually get a lot of use out of. I have one back there that I have from Essence, which is like $2, but I'm really excited to have this. I'm probably going to put this in my freelance kit. I'm always putting foundation on my metal palette, and then I like going in with a flat foundation brush to apply it to the face first, and then I go in with a beauty sponge or a different brush to blend it out. I just love using brushes like this to initially apply my foundation. I just think you can get such an even coverage when you just apply it in stripes on your face. You can just fill up your face with a bunch of the foundation and blend it out where you need more coverage. So I really like this. And then last but not least, we have another brush. I really wanted this brush. I was gonna buy it myself, then I was so excited to see they sent it to me. This is the 140S. This is the softest brush ever. The shape of this is amazing. It's like a fan brush, but it's like more condensed and densely packed than a fan brush, which I love. I think I'm gonna really love this for bronzer. You can use this for powder as well, but I just know I'm gonna get so much use out of this for bronzer because you're gonna really be able to kind of get your temples as well as like sculpt out your cheeks, because you can either go like this or you can really kind of hollow out your cheekbones. So that's gonna be it for this haul. I hope you all really liked it. I just want to say a huge thank you to MAC and Octoly for sending me all these products to try out. You guys know how much I'm a fan of MAC. I've loved MAC forever, so being able to receive some of these products just means the world to me. As well as a big thank you to all of you for sticking around to the end if you made it this far. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!